Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Weekly Assault here with Pain God. How's it going, Pain God?
What's going on, Tink, sir? Other than
Oh,
being cold,
it's
it's
definitely
21 degrees when I went out with the dog this morning.
it's definitely getting chilly real quick.
Yeah,
It was snowing last week, so luckily none of that stuck around.
yeah, we had flurries yesterday too, but it didn't stick. Tell you what is sticking though, tens of thousands of leaves I have to clean up.
Yeah, tell me about it. They like to get stuck in my car all the time, and I'm over here just picking them all off. So what's going on in World of Tanks this week, Pain God?
A lot as usual. We're heading into the holidays, so lots of things going on. Update on current events. The Kinetic Fury season, 29,400 of you have completed the entire season pass already. Congratulations. In the November challenge, a whopping 5,123 tanks were earned to date. The Minotaur was number one at 1721, IS6 Black Edition number two at 1713, and Demolisher number three at 1689. So all like just neck and neck in the running. Really even distribution across those, was unlike most of the pick your tank challenges.
No, definitely. It's very very close, like you're saying. I would have expected maybe some of these do better, but no, they're all equal.
If I had to guess, I would have guessed the IS6
Right,
would have
same.
taken the lead, but it's 8 away, so we'll see how that wraps up. From the week of November 9th, so last Tuesday, or the Tuesday before last, however you want to, last week's Tuesday, not this week's Tuesday, we had the new premium TCM AGS released. It's sitting at a 52.8% win rate, so it's doing really good out there. Still not enough data to, need at least a month of data to be sure where it's at on the balance scale, but it's doing good right now. The tank reforged the E100 line. Across the board, win rates increased a percent or more. Average battles played per day increased by about 3,000. So a lot of people checking those out. And tanks from that line acquired from the tech tree, went from about 20 a day to 100 a day. So a lot of people picking up those tanks for the first time as well. Then this past Tuesday, the 16th, we started more of our Thanksgiving events, celebrations. Brought back Turkey Shoot, which we do every year. About 5,000 people have completed the final stage of that already, and that's been in 3 whole days time. So people are grinding that out. We released the new World War II premium Emil 51. It's a Swedish tier 8 heavy. That's sitting at a 45.5% win rate, but it's only been 3 days. That seems a little high, but we'll keep watching that. The One Shot Wonder Dreadnought KV2 Earn Challenge, about 1,609 people have earned that Dreadnought to date. So good job on that. And then we brought back the 100-year limited edition Black Tanks on sale, pretty good discounts and in bundles. If you weren't around at the time when those were released, you have a chance to grab them and join them. They have some of, if not the highest XP earn rates in the game. Okay, this weekend there's +1 -1 event. So all weekend we did make the change I announced last week, where tanks with premium matchmaking that were already +1 -1 will stay that way instead of going +0 -0, which was giving them an advantage. So matches should be even more balanced this weekend. Starting Tuesday on the 23rd. We're doing something we haven't done yet. We're doing a post-war fast track. What we're doing is we're increasing earns for the week of November 23rd through the 29th. Depending on the tank, the earn bonuses are anywhere from 300% silver per match and 300% XP per match. So when you get higher up, it's about 62.5% silver and 50% more XP. So playing all over post-war will get you lots of extra earns for the next week. So those of you who haven't tried it yet, tried them out yet, of course, the M1 Abrams line, check them out. Were you gonna say something there, Tanksor?
No, I was just saying, yeah, it all sounds great.
Yeah, 300 times silver and XP, that's great. I have more details in my notes, so when those get published, it'll tell you what tanks get what earn. I just didn't want to read off a whole list of them. We have Thanksgiving week coming up. We're releasing 12 new black tank skins, and for a mix of popular tech tree tanks, mostly tech tree tanks in World War II, and some premium tanks as well. So you can get the black skin for your favorite tank. We took some of the most popular tanks in the game, or grab all the skins in the bundle, or grab nation bundles. Let me go through this really quick. I'll tell you the whole list. In World War II, the Su-130 PM, the 88 centimeter pack 43 Jag Tiger, the T-92, the MIL 1951, which we just released, the T-77, the T-32, the T-110E5, the E-75, and the IS-3.
Sounds great.
So
yeah.
they all have, and it's cool because not only do they have black skins, but they have faces on the skins, and each one is a different face. You got pictures to show, don't you?
Yeah,
Screens?
I'm scrolling through them right now.
Oh, you're scrolling through them? Okay, cool. For all you viewers, I can't see what Hector's doing or what the stream is, so which protects me from myself. In Cold War, it's the M48A5 P1 or PI, post-war Western, it's P1. Object 165, post-war Eastern, and the T-55 post-war Eastern. Those are the Cold War tanks with the black skins as well.
Excellent. Yeah, they all look pretty neat. I do like the skulls that are in front, the paint jobs.
We have to call them faces.
The faces, sorry.
They're faces. You got a video the guys put together.
I do.
Yeah, we showed a couple of the artists got together and whipped out a video. I'm one of the producers.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that then. Hope you guys enjoy. And we're back. Pretty exciting stuff.
What'd you think of that?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job. They put it together like really, really quickly, so we could show that to you. Okay. Also, we're gonna have a new 3D commander. We call her Vasquez. In my background, or I think you might have a full screen image.
I'll take a look real quick. I'll pull it up here in a second.
So should be available on the recruit reel, or in a special a special bundle coming in December with another pretty badass female commander that we'll be showing you soon. Not today, but soon. And then the next tanks reforged will be on Tuesday, the Objects 263 line. All the details will be in my notes when they go out, what the improvements are, increasing yaw limits, additional armor protection, improved gun handling, increased reverse speed, increased accuracy. Then a handful of premiums are getting rebounds. The Tier 8 ISU 130 and Heavy Metal Hero ISU 130. The Tier 8 T103 and Bison T103. And the Tier 8 KB KTTS. So look for those and check those out on Tuesday. We're also bringing back our turkey treats. Those are free bundles you go find in the store. And what's in the free bundle? A day of premium, 2 inscription vouchers, 2 emblem vouchers, 150,000 silver, 3 enhanced fire extinguishers, 3 enhanced repair kits, and 3 enhanced med kits. So all you have to do is go over to the store and claim it, and they're free.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Yeah, I have the commander here ready to show.
Okay, cool. Vasquez.
Let's take a look. We have one of her looking to the side here. I like her weaponry that she has on her. It's pretty neat.
The gun is so big you couldn't get it into the screenshot until she like animated and looked down at it, and then it goes out because it's really long.
Yeah, we see that.
It's very cool.
That's pretty cool. And we're back. What's any special inspiration behind this character here?
I don't know. I've watched so many movies and read so many books over my lifetime. They all mashed together. I think it had something to do with a spaceship and an alien planet or something.
Oh, okay, it's all a little bit of everything, huh?
Call it an ode to maybe even a particular actress in multiple roles in different movies. We're gonna have Black Friday sales on the premium tech tree, the tier 10 silver bonus event, which is always popular. We're gonna have a vault sale for some of the retired tanks on Cyber Monday. We're having a 400% XP multiplier on your first win every day from November 25th through 28th. That's what we used to call ×5. Okay. So that's always popular. Play all you can that weekend and earn XP. And then, boost. People had asked to bring back some of the bigger boost packages in the store. So we're going to have ×5 XP, ×6 Commander XP, and ×2 silver boosters bundles on sale at a discount. So thanks for asking for that in the stream. I would say but really it was Lady Obscura that made it happen.
Excellent. And for those that you may be asking, we do have a giveaway today. So the giveaway I'll be setting up here shortly is for the email and the skin. So for a chance of that, stick around. And as always, we also have it available on Twitter. So keep an eye out on there for more info.
Cool. With a 54.8% win rate right now. Grab that sucker.
No, definitely.
Let's a few things coming later because we won't be here next week. Right? It's Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody will get a chance to partake of good food with their families or friends. So coming up probably the week after next, we'll have an Earn Challenge for the Heavy Metal Hero AMX M4 MLE 49. That'll be November 30th is when that launches. Where I mentioned this last week, we're ready to do our class-based matchmaking test. That's going to be December 3rd through 5th. That's where the matchmaker is going to try to make sure the tanks on each team are the same class, so you don't end up with more heavies on one team and then the other. Now, if you see one more heavy or one more TD on one team than the other, most likely that means there's a platoon. Mismatched platoons or a platoon on one team or not the other. Platoon is still what makes the matchmaker the hardest, but hopefully there'll be much more balanced matches than you've ever played before. So check that out. Let us know what you think. We'll just keep playing, tweaking it, and tuning it until we got it right.
No, definitely. And again, if you'd like to enter, I have the giveaway live now. So hashtag turkey for a chance to be entered into this giveaway here on Twitch.
And then starting December 3rd, we're also going to have the Silver Rain Challenge. So a good weekend to play. You can check out the new matchmaking, earn the Heavy Metal Hero AMX M4, and earn extra silver. So see what else I got on my list. So whenever we talk about Tanks Reforged, we'll get already got what's the next Tanks Reforged we're looking at. We're looking at a UK tank destroyer line. Maybe the name Death Star means something to you folks.
That's a fancy one.
And the maps for the next update, which is going to be early December, they're all done, finished. We've been play testing them. I think they're good to go. So I can confidently tell you, Feeple Ridge will return for Cold War and World War II. Racinii will return for Cold War and World War II. Erlenberg for World War II only, and Lakeville for World War II only. And those are all updated graphics, updated physics, theater of war, things going on in the background. So I can confirm those are all good and solid to go.
You got me all excited now for Thanksgiving over here. I keep thinking about deep frying a turkey. Have you ever done a deep fried turkey before, thank God?
Not myself, and I've heard a couple of horror stories.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful.
Of people doing it, but I have had it at other people's houses. Yeah, I think it was a deep fried Cajun turkey.
Okay, yeah, I usually make something like that, and we use peanut oil and just like infuse it with a bunch of like hot sauces to make it all Cajun-y. But yeah, I like Big Bird's done relatively quickly, like half hour. So it's better.
Oh, really? That fast, huh?
Yeah, better than spending all morning, trying to baste it. So there's a little trick for you.
Yeah, I don't have any family in the area, so it's like surf friends Thanksgiving dinners. And it's like this person's got the best green bean casserole. Mm-hmm. This person's got the best pumpkin and apple pie. So trying to make rounds and hit as many places, which would be nice because last year we didn't go anywhere and do anything. Right. So it'll be good this year to get out and get around and see folks. Was asked last week or maybe even the week before, and I forgot to answer last week about the communication radio wheel. What kind of dug really deep into the background of that, and I was hoping to have statistics for you, but I don't think they've come through yet. But when we made the last change to that reel, we noticed it was really underutilized and it wasn't used much at all. So we actually did a survey of players saying, what commands do you want to see on this reel? What would be useful to you? And based on the results of that, we made the changes to the reel. It had less commands. The commands were requested. Ran that through super testing and community and got all thumbs up, and that's why we made those changes. So now that it's been out for a while, I understand people might go, hey, it would be better if we had this, or it's missing this. So I think, maybe I can ask Tanks or yourself and your partner to put together a poll so we can work with Ladio to put together a poll to get what the latest thinking on it. I have seen the request to let me put which command let me select from a list of commands and put which command I want in what place on the reel, and I can tell you that would be a very, very long development time in the particular UI system that we have. There's no concept of customization like that. We can do things like turn on, turn off, but moving around what commands here from a list of commands, we have no system like that at all. So that would be a right from scratch. But if there are commands that are missing that you guys would really like or want to change, think a command that says one thing is really used for something else, attention. Well, we always use that for shoot here, so please change it to shoot here, so it's more clear. So we'll get a survey out to you guys and see, because changing what they'll say or even adding them, I think, is relatively trivial.
Yeah, definitely. Keep an eye out on Discord, and we'll put something up on for a poll so the community could give us some feedback.
Someone asked about HUD changes last week. I didn't get the list of them, but there are some HUD changes in the next update. There's more in the works. We're continuing to tweak it to try to get communications in battle to be better, not only between you and other players on your teams, but between you and the identification of things on the HUDs. Reminder, I was asked from Max Chaos to remind everybody, today's the deadline to fill out your forms if you were accepted as a super tester. Make sure you check your spam folder. There's still 22 out of the 120, I think it was 122, of the people that were accepted that have not yet responded. So you have until the end of the day to respond. So if you're hoping to be in that super test and you haven't heard, please check your spam folder to see if you were one that was selected. And then for the life of us, we can't find your gamer tag, but in the stream, someone asked, wasn't that long ago, like 4 weeks ago, for a ramen emblem. And I'm happy to say we have one. It's going into the game in early December. You got a picture of the ramen emblem?
Yes, we do. Here we go. Fabulous little ramen. And I'm telling you, this stream is cursed. It always comes back to food. It doesn't matter who's on. Food's always seems to be the topic here. So I guess we're all hungry here all the time.
On the West Coast, it's lunchtime right now.
Yeah.
On the East Coast, it's almost 4 hours after lunchtime, which is the schedule I eat on at every 4 hours. So.
Oh, definitely.
And I think, for the last 20 months, a lot of us had nothing else to do but look forward to food.
Yeah. Well, I think that was one of the fun things over at the office, right? It's just kind of like, where do we go eat today? It's just so many options, right?
There were so many options. It was like paralyzing sometimes. Right. Like, yeah, I want Thai food from one of the 8 restaurants around that will deliver, Mm-hmm. I miss that. And the last thing someone asked about the PC 4.5 rebalance. We looked at it. I'm not promising anything right now. We're looking at moving it from a tier 5 to a tier 6, giving it preferred matchmaking, so it still only sees up to tier 7 like it does now, but it's not playing down with the little guys and smashing them, and adjust the XP earn from 30% to 40%. So that's the current thinking on that. That's not finalized. It's something that will run by community contributors and super testing, get a test into super test, and see if that's something that we want to do. We rarely ever touch premium tanks because people paid for them, and I do not like to alter them. There are rare cases when they're so unbalanced we have to do something about it. Overbalance, overmatched, OP. That was the case with the Armadillo. Apologies, we had to change it so soon afterwards. The PZ Vive 4 has been out for a super long time. You'd be like, if it's been out this long, why change it? Because every week and every post, someone asks me, when are you going to nerf the PZ 4.5? It's a constant topic. We're looking at it, and we'll try to come to some solution, even if that solution is no, it's going to stay the way it is. It's been in the game for so freaking long. Tons and tons of people have it, so it's not only affecting a few hundred people or 1,000 people, right? It would affect a lot more. Gobs, how's that? Gobs of people. Thanks, sir. That's how many. That's gobs of people have the PZ 5.4 because I have no stats in front of me.
No puns intended.
So our friendly neighborhood matchmaking and other things engineers wanted me to explain. He always helps out on these streams. The matchmaker can form teams with an odd number of tanks for one particular class. So if you see one team has 5 heavies and the other has 4, that's still okay, but you shouldn't see anything greater than that. The things that platoons can mess up is a case where a particular class is only in a platoon, and only a single platoon has tank destroyers. I mangled the explanation of that. But we're going to get more details out to you guys. He also says +1 vote on the PZ 5.4 changes. I know our AI engineer likes to ask me during our dev team meetings when we're going to rebalance the 5.4 as well.
Spicy little tank.
He also tells me the Snakebite T50-2 and the Lycan are all tanks that have messed up the matchmaker and could use the +1 level bump and giving them preferred matchmaking. Okay. So we'll look into that. Thank you, Friendly Neighborhood matchmaking, marks of excellent, and everything else engineer, server engineer. That's everything I got on my list. It feels like that. I think it's because we're getting close to the end of the year. My list gets longer and longer every time. So maybe it'll shorten up towards the end of the year. Yeah, I'm getting these are all people that work in the studio. I'm getting in Skype. Nerf it.
Just real time.
Very controversial, even inside the dev team. Like people have their beliefs. A lady goes, "I hate this change." She wrote it right in the ticket. There's suggested changes. She goes, "I hate this." I'm like, "You hate the tank?" She goes, "No, I hate the change," because she's been around since even before we released that tank.
Oh, that'd be a funny question. But when were you hired, right? Well, like which tank was the new release when you were hired? Just go around and like ask everyone that in the studio.
Yeah, see how many people remember.
Yeah, I was.
There's a big chunk of us that we were BT. We were before tanks.
Oh well, there you go. I believe I was around for the Freedom. I think that's when I came around.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what World of Tanks tank we took and imported into our engine for the demo. The very first tank, what that was. I know we used the map Sand River, but I can't remember what the tank was. But that would officially be the first tank that went into the Despair engine. Okay, I got questions here. Elliot 2751, is the Christmas event going to be here this year? You betcha. I won't go into any details, but last year, because of the situation we were in, we couldn't really do much for the Christmas event, but we returned to old for this year. A Gaming Stuka. When will custom commanders coming back? Customizing commanders should start to come back, I think, February, March timeframe is where it's on the roadmap right now.
And somewhat in line with that, a player by the name of Killers for Hire mentions that aren't the commanders supposed to talk to you in game? I noticed that the Swedish commander only responds like from time to time. So I believe that should be working correctly, right? Unless there must be some type of issue.
The in-game VOs, yeah, there should be. If there's one that's not playing its own VO or it's really, really silent, please reach out to any of our community people and give them the details, and we'll look into it.
Yeah, definitely.
From Skilled X Ginge 1. A word on the frame rate fix. Proper annoying to play at 30 frames per second. Well, I'd ask for more information. Where does it happen and what platform you're on? We do know that there was an issue on Hellebrand causing poor frame rate in certain sections of the map. That's being investigated right now. If you have issues on other maps or it's across the board for you on a certain platform, please let us know through a customer support ticket or contacting a community member.
I have a question here from Kellen. He's saying if there's any ETA on spectator HUD fixes for custom games, tournaments such as Global Map are needing this, but it's not in.
Yeah, there's some coming in the next update, and even more in the one after that. The one I can tell you is just because I approved the fix to go into the stable branch for the next relief, which was fixing the colors in the spectator mode playback. I know that's the latest one that went in. I don't have a list. I think I read it off a couple weeks ago what the list of upcoming fixes were, but I don't have it in front of me.
Hammer Bros asking if there's any word on map variants coming back, like original daytime Prokhorovka and like Airfield.
Anytime soon. We're focusing on remaking all the old maps, as you've seen. Managing to get 3 or 4 out every single release. So we're working our way through the catalog of that, and then after that, I think we'll have to go. Okay, what's next? So yeah, no plans in the near future. Once we get through all the maps, that is a relatively easy thing to do. I know there's a task for a graphics engineer to allow us to crossfade, so we can do that real time in the matches. So you could possibly start at dusk and go into night, or dawn and go into day, or etc.
That's going to be one long match there, thank God.
Well, right at the twilight transition, right?
Right. I just imagine
you don't want to pitch black anyways, and then we'll have to put like headlights on all the tanks, and which we did. Didn't we do? Yeah, we did a event mode one time. We had headlights on tanks.
Also, I believe there was a PvE mission, right, for
War Stories.
War Stories. There you go.
We had a night mission with headlights. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Rogue Agent DZ1. I can't answer your question because that's a licensed IP, and of course we did not have anything to do with that. Elliot 2751. Is there any news on the skin for a tank the community picks? Someone just brought that up Wednesday, and the ticket is sitting on my plate to answer. So yes, I'll make sure before the end of my day today, I make a call on that and get that assigned out.
Yeah, that'll definitely be pretty neat, because I know sometimes community. Well, we were doing the map stuff, right? So why not translate it over to some tanks here?
The same player asked, will we have the Badger reforge? Quite possibly. I did say UK tanks and the Death Star line. Here's the PZ54 reactions. I won't name names. But no, let it be. Agreed, leave as it is. It's already been nerfed at least twice. Please don't ruin it like the armadillo. Leave it alone. So for all you people asking for balance, I get that many people asking to leave it alone.
Right.
Come on, guys, it's OP at tier 3, okay? You have to admit that.
Heard it here first.
Norwegian Guy 1. Will Italian heavies get a serious reload time buff? They need it. Rhinos, I can never say that one. The Rhino tank is borderline unplayable.
It's been
out long enough now that we should take another look at that. It's the last time we checked it, it was performing really well. But we'll take another look, and hopefully someone makes a note of it, have results for you. Well, 2 weeks from today, because we're eating turkey leftover turkey and butter sandwiches on Friday.
Those are the best.
Huh?
I said those are always the best.
Yeah.
Question here from
Mr.
Go. Ahi. He's asking if the new black skins for the tanks, will they be permanently in the store, or is it only a limited time?
Only a limited time.
So better pick them up while you can.
Ethan Davis 66. In regards to balance, can we look at the M56? It plays to tier 9. Yeah, we can consider that for one of the future tanks reforged. Thanks for the suggestion.
We have a question from T Generatio. He's asking if there's any ETA on ranked battles.
We're having a rank. I won't call it ranked battles because it's not what we used to have. We're having a ranked tournament. Obscura can help me. Right towards the end of January, last week in January, I believe, where we've come up with a new ranking formula based on certain tanks that are played in random battles. So we're just going to try that out at the last week in January. I'm almost positive.
Excellent.
A Pit Viper, hey, how you doing? Recognize your call sign. Any insight on mercenary tank contracts and the ability to purchase more segments even in tiers 9 and 10? Yeah, I think you're going to have it before the end of the year. I think you're going to have it early December. In 2 weeks from today on the stream, I'll reveal the whole details, but I've played with the interface. We have the first two tanks we want to put up for contract, suggested. We've had kind of a debate. Should we make some of the stages not purchasable or just let them all be purchasable? So that's your question as well. I'll have all the answers for you in 2 weeks.
Excellent.
So.
Excellent. I have a suggestion from our community here. It says Chef Gamer is asking if we could have an edible tank contest for Christmas. So I know in the past we've run some contests like that on Discord and social media. So I say why not? We'll get something exciting for you bakers out there.
Yes, I give you permission, Tank Sword, to run it.
Thank you.
And even sample it. Sample the tanks.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be.
Wouldn't that be fun?
It's gonna be no tanks from my side. It's gonna be a bunch of like whipped cream that I'm just gonna be eating. It's not gonna fruition into an actual edible tank. I have another question here from a loaded psycho. He's asking, when will there be new maps instead of revamping old ones?
Well, we got to get through the old ones first.
Okay.
Because that's the promise that we made to y'all. So once we get through the old ones, then we can start working on new ones.
Ooh, Lady O says, sample some spicy tanks. It's too much spicy food for me.
Didn't you do on Extra Life? Didn't you do the hot sauce challenge?
Yeah, I ate a bunch of peppers, but that whole week, I then went out with a community contributor, and we had lunch, and it was the spiciest chicken I've ever had, and I almost died. So, no more spicy food for me.
No more spicy food for you.
I gotta take a break.
I love spicy food, but there's a line where it's more hot than tasty to me.
Right, and to me, it's always like, I want to see if they're actually lying. Is it spicy? They say it's spicy. Let's see how spicy their spicy is, right? And sometimes they're not lying. It is spicy. I have a question here from Tron. He's asking if we could have some baked into the client, some type of clan management tools instead of going out to our portal.
Yes, you can, but I can't tell you when.
Excellent.
There's designs in the works for more clan features. As I've mentioned, I think we're about ready to present those designs for approval to start being developed. So I don't have a timeline for you yet, but it's topmost at our minds.
Sounds great. We'll take that.
Lady J90 asked what happened with multi-turreted tanks. I think I have a couple messages confused here. Hold on.
Take your time. We're not going anywhere.
Well, so I can talk about multi-turreted tanks. So there are, because we confused ourselves and developed the wrong thing for a little bit, honestly. There is tanks with multiple guns on a single turret, tanks with multiple turrets with guns on a single tank. And then there are tanks that have dual barreled guns, right? So we're working on all three of those. The very first thing that you'll see spring of next year, roughly, is where we're targeting, is the multiple guns on a single turret and being able to switch between those guns and control those guns and shoot them. So that's first. Then I don't know which will come next, if it's the dual guns or the multiple turrets on a single tank. I have to be very clear about that because we've confused ourselves. But the short of it is all of that's in development for the year of 2022, which should give us all kinds of great new content to roll out, revive some especially when you get multiple turrets on a single tank. We have quite a few existing tanks in the game that have that, so that'll give them new life and a new ability, as well as the new tanks that we can bring, bring into the game. So,
excellent. I have a question here from Curtin guy. He's asking if there's any ETA on reducing the amount of exploded tanks / buildings and smoke in the game.
Is there any plan to reduce them?
Correct.
Or introduce them?
Reduce them. So I'm assuming like if a tank gets exploded, maybe take it out so it doesn't take up resources.
No, we haven't considered that at all, to be honest. Exploded tanks provide cover. Destroyable buildings allow you to destroy and reveal cover. Kind of part of the mechanics of the game, so we have not considered such a thing. Just to be honest, hasn't ever even come to mind.
I have a related follow-up on the multi-turreted tanks. Is that just for Cold War or both game modes?
Both, especially with multiple turrets on a single tank, because there's a bunch of World War II tanks that have them.
Okay.
Imagine the Japanese heavies when we get that, right?
Oh,
like,
definitely.
oh my God.
That's the first thing I always think of is those Japanese heavies. Should be pretty fun.
So I got a link to, of course, it won't open for me to see it. So in 2 weeks we'll have like the Italian heavies. I'll have there's a ticket in front of me where they've been monitoring the performance. It's got all kinds of graphs and yeah, in heavy tanks, how do you say it? The Rhino tank?
Rinoceronte.
Yeah, it's number 3 by win rate in the game right now for heavy tanks. So it seems to be performing well. And I think this is the answer to the competition we were talking about, the ranked, somewhat ranked tournament in random battles. It's January 18th to 24th. It's going to be called the Tank Ace competition. So.
Okay. Question from DJ Atomic Beats. He's asking if we will have any 3D German commanders anytime soon.
Yes, I don't know the date off the top of my head, but I think that'd be around the time that you see some German Cold War tanks.
Ooh, interesting.
Would be my guess.
If you had to guess, that is.
Yes.
Excellent.
I got from Hammer Brox. There's a party chat bug in the game that needs to be addressed. People in game can hear you while you're in a party. This is on Xbox only, and if you're an Xbox Live party, the chat is leaking out to your team. I was made aware of it this morning, as a matter of fact. The bug came across my plate. I made it high priority and fixed for the next and asked for it to be fixed for the next version update in early December. I don't know how complicated of a fix that is, but I was horrified when I heard that was broken, and I raised the priority immediately, and we'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible.
Excellent.
I wasn't aware of what's happening. I wasn't on the ticket when it got filed, so it got raised to my attention this morning. I was like, "Oh my God, we should never be doing that."
That sounds like a spooky one. Plums73 is asking if it's possible to have a special event for historical World War II collectors, like low tiers, so they could buy or earn these tanks.
For the tiers 1 and 2s?
2, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah, right in to if you have a community, contact, right into them. If not, post on the forums or create a support ticket with Paying God on it, and we'll see what we can put together with you. I'm sure Lady O and her events team can come up with something.
Sounds good.
Yep, I think, unless my Skype is not updating, which happens to me occasionally. I mean, my messaging program.
Messaging program of choice.
Yeah. No, I think that's all the questions, and we're almost at the end of our hour. You got to do that tank drawing.
Definitely. Let's take a look and see who our lucky winner is today. With a click couple buttons, we will find out. We have our winner, and our winner is CTS V3. Congratulations. You are the winner of a brand new email and skin. And as always, take a look at Twitter, and maybe you might have another chance of winning over there if you didn't win today.
Hey, I got one.
Because
the Emil just came out on Tuesday, right? So, hey, that's old content already. We like to give away new content.
Okay.
So why don't we give somebody the full bundle of the new Black Tank skins?
All of them?
Yeah, there's a mega bundle that has all 12 in it, I believe, right?
All
Lady
right.
Obscura, correct me before I'm lying to the internet. There's a distinct lack of the Lady O is typing.
Lady O is typing.
No, it's not there. I wonder if she left us. Okay, there it goes. Lady O is typing ... There's no mega. And then you're right. And I'm confused. Didn't you send me a link earlier in my mail that showed there was one big pack? There is a mega. Okay, I'm confused. There's a mega. Tanksor is going to tell you how you could possibly earn it. And then he'll figure out with Lady O how to get it to you, even if we have to invoice them one by one. But one lucky person can get all 12 of the new black tank skins.
All right. Well, I could re-roll here and grab a new winner for that. How's that sound?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well,
I don't know how that stuff works. That's what you're for.
Oh, with the flick of this magic wrist, here we go. We have our winner, and that is Mark123 TV. Congratulations, Mr. Mark123 TV.
Congratulations. Yeah, I was reading wrong. She said no. There's, as in there is a mega, and then I went, there's no mega, and then she's like, you're right. And then she's like, there is a mega. There is a mega. So there's a mega.
There's a mega, and even if there wasn't, there's a mega now for Mr. Mark. So congratulations once again.
We have 1 minute left. Why don't you give out a Vasquez as well?
A Vasquez as well?
Yes.
All right. Well,
we're just giving things away. It's a holiday. We won't be here next week, so we got to double up.
It's a
or triple up.
Turkey miracle here we got today. We're gonna go ahead and get a Vasquez in here. Boom. We got Smash Troll 1966-7. Congratulations. You are the winner of a Vasquez. And just like that, that pretty much wraps it up on our end, huh?
Yeah, our time is up. Thank you, as always, for your assistant, Lady O, and friendly neighborhood server engineer.
It's always nice of them to stop by and say hi and help us out, huh?
Oh yeah, it's great. I couldn't do it without Lady O because, some of that long list of things, that I go through every week. She's kind enough to put together for me and send over to me to fill out my notes. And honestly, there's been some busy days where those just were my notes because I never even got to write any. And Lady O is the savior with a little set of notes in my inbox for me to run with. So thanks for the help, as always. And our friendly neighborhood server engineer is a huge player of the game, part of the community, loves the game, and that's why he does it.
Definitely. Well, thanks again, everyone. And as Pingon mentioned, we won't be here next week, but we'll see you soon. Until next time.
Yeah. Enjoy your holiday, and we'll see you in 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.